Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I want to go over some of the integrations that MusicFunnels has with other platforms because I think that's really important, and a lot of you are probably wondering how that works. So if you saw on the homepage of musicfunnels.io, we have an integrates with your favorite app section. And so you can see here listed, there's ActiveCampaign, which is an email platform, Stripe, payment processor, the biggest one that everyone will probably use, at least in the US. I don't know how it's international. MailChimp, email, Google Analytics, tracking, Zapier, everything, PayPal, money, or payment, get response email. But if you click on here, there's a lot more listed. So we have more email platforms and more payment processors. And I didn't even, so I mentioned Google Analytics on that page, but I haven't mentioned Facebook Pixels. We do, of course, support Facebook. Apparently my internet is having issues. But not only do we support the Pixel, so I'm inside of a site right now. If I go to applications, I not only have that, I don't want to show it because I don't know if it'll show my conversion API, but we support both the Facebook Pixel and the Facebook Conversion API, which if you're not familiar with that, is essentially a way to avoid losing data to things like ad blockers and like Apple Safari blocking pixels from firing. So Conversion API is a great thing to have if you're selling products. It's not, if you're like promoting music on streaming platforms, Conversion API doesn't do a whole lot. But if you're like collecting email addresses, selling products, Conversion API is a massive thing, and we support both. So on this page, these are different email platforms that we natively integrate with. So MailChimp, MailerLite, GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, Aweber, Moosend, but we do have Zapier. So with Zapier, if you're not familiar with Zapier, it's essentially a platform that every site tries to integrate with, and then what essentially Zapier does is allows you to connect all the sites they integrate with together. So with Zapier, you could have it so that when someone buys a product in your store, or they're a new contact added, or they have a certain tag added to them, it's going to fire a message to Zapier, and then you could connect it to a different email platform or connect it to a different, whatever. I think you could rig up something where whenever someone places an order on your store, the Zapier fires, and then you could go send an order to Printful. I believe that would be possible, but I haven't tried it yet. So you can connect a lot of things. So don't discount Zapier. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but it is like immensely powerful. Like Zapier is like the glue that holds my entire online business together. And you can click on this, and it'll take you to the Zap. Payment processors. These are all the different ways you can collect money. I use Stripe and PayPal. I've used Braintree before, but mostly just Stripe and PayPal. I've never used personally all these other ones, but these other ones are popular in different places and for different reasons. So if you need those or want those, they're here. There is an API if you're a developer, and you can come in here and you can take a look to see what you can do with this. All right, you can somewhere, I forget where we listed. There's like somewhere there's a list in here of like a bunch of common actions, but either way, you could go to something like orders, and you could do, and by the way, Zapier will also do this too, access orders on your website, and then single order, retrieve a single order, list and create all orders, webhooks. You can create webhooks for new orders. So I'm not going to get into that because it's a little more complicated. But like this is how, if you had a new order placed, you can create a webhook that will fire, and you can either do that with code, where like when that order fires, go program something cool to happen, or with Zapier, right? I mean, essentially Zapier is just automating all this fancy stuff here. That's really all Zapier is, making APIs accessible for the non-programmer. So yeah, if I go back into here, we have this applications thing, and this is where you add most of those integrations. So we have MailerChimp, MailerLite, all the other ones. Then we also have Connect Webhook. So if I do Connect here, we can see all the different actions that we can do. So there's new order, order updated, new product updated, and there's some you can't see below here. There's new form submission, new contact activity, and new booking session. I don't know if I have to blur my screen here. I think I might. I'm not sure though. But yeah. So you can also go in and you can add an email server. If you want to make it so that when you send people emails, it's coming from like your website domain email and not the generic MusicFunnels email when someone places an order. That's up to you though. You don't have to, but I would recommend it if you have it. It's a little complicated, and it's not going to make the biggest impact in the world. So if you skip it, I wouldn't stress out about it, honestly. Now, other stuff you can do. There is a custom code section. And this is where you can integrate like a lot of other things, right? Like we don't have an application for the TikTok pixel or for the Google Analytics, but that's because it doesn't really matter, right? So if we come into the custom head markup, we can put global header codes. We could install the TikTok pixel here, and we could also install Google Analytics here, and you could go to individual pages on your site and adjust like for specific pages, you know. So like for example, if we wanted to go into the store on this site and go to layout and styling, I believe, and then go to the let's just say the checkout page. If I remember correctly, we can, well actually on this page I can do website settings, custom code, page head markup. So this will add custom code to just the checkout. So if you needed to do some custom code there. Now, if I, somewhere in here, there's a way, and I'm blanking right now, but there's a way you can choose like thank you pages for certain products and stuff. And Sales Funnels doing this stuff is exactly the same, by the way. In fact, it's actually a little bit easier. But yeah, thank you page here. So like if you wanted to track TikTok purchase conversions, we don't have a TikTok application, you could install the code into the header of every page on your site, and then have a custom thank you page, and then install the purchase conversion event on that. And there's other ways to do it, right? Like there's like an unlimited amount of ways you can customize our platform, and that's kind of the point. But I wanted to walk you through that. But natively, those are the email platforms we support. Those are the payment platforms we support. We have Zapier, we have the API plus the webhooks. And then we have Facebook Pixel, Facebook Conversion API support, and Google Analytics support as well. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.